everybody, it's Emily. Welcome back to my homestead. Today I am starting some more seeds, and I'm going to start pepper seeds, lettuce seeds, and some herbs. So I'm going to get my pots filled up. I ran out of that seed starting mix I had before, and I went and I just got some potting soil at the store. I kind of sifted through just with my fingers and grabbed out the biggest chunks. Like there were some pretty big pieces, not very many, but then there were lots of like smaller chunks like that. Not a whole lot, thankfully, but I think before I do my next round of seeds, I'll probably go ahead and get something to sift them out, just so that it's a little better and easier for the seeds to grow. But I'm just going to get all these pots filled up, and then we will start with the pepper seeds. Okay, so my last video about starting seeds, I put seeds in these Ziploc bags and moist paper towels. These are the early jalapenos. And so most of these have sprouted. I just like to take tweezers and pick them up. See that little white thing sticking out? That is the root. There's some that are longer than that. A really big one. So I'm going to get these all into the pots. I have never started seeds in potting soil before, and so this is definitely not so light and fluffy and soft, and there's lots of little sticks and stuff. So I've seen that other people have success just using potting soil, but we'll see if this works for me. Hopefully it does. But I'm not sure that I like it just from the experience of filling these pots. I don't want these like big chunks to prevent the seeds from growing, but this is what I got. So it's what I'm going to use. Just using one of the chunks of wood I took out to make a little hole in each of the pots before I start moving the seeds. Okay, I've got 24 of those. I had 2 seeds left over, and I'll just stick this in with another one. Get 2 to come up. This one did not germinate, but I only need 18 is what I had planned for. 24 should be more than enough for 2 to not survive. And I'm going to label these and then move on to the next one. Cover these all up. Now when they have their own bigger pots, when I up-pot them, that's when I will put individual tags in them. But for right now, the tape on the side works for me and saves me a little bit of time from having to write early jalapeno 24 times right now. So that is what I'm doing. Now we'll move on to the yellow bell peppers. These are the ones I saved the seeds for from last year's pepper. And the ones that I used from the seed packet, which was, this would be the 3rd year for that seed packet, those, none of them have germinated yet. So I resprayed the paper towel to keep them moist, and it's still upstairs on my freezer. And most of these germinated, not all of them. That's another 24 seeds, but I think I wanted at least 30 of this plant. So hopefully those other older seeds will still germinate. They weren't moldy or anything, they just hadn't done anything yet. The same thing happened with the shishito peppers. The ones that I saved germinated, and the ones from last year's packet, they were only a year old. This would be their 2nd year. Those haven't germinated yet. Unfortunately, the ones that I saved and that did germinate, they're kind of moldy looking, but I'm going to go ahead and plant them anyway because, you know, they have the roots. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put some sand on the top of all of these just to hopefully prevent more mold. I did that with the leeks and the onions that are back here behind me. The leeks did sprout, but all of the trays have this like fuzzy white stuff on them, and I don't know if it's I got the seed starting mix too wet, or the temperature down here, or the humidity down here in the basement. I'm not sure, but I went ahead and put some sand on top as to see if that will work. I've seen other people do that, and I don't know. I know they can do it for fungus gnats. I'm not sure if it'll help with mold, but it's better than not doing anything or scrapping the whole bunch, because I don't have any more onion and leek seeds, so I can't really do that. I'm going to label these yellow bell peppers. They were California Wonders, and then I'll plant the shishito pepper seeds. Here's the shishitos. You can see they don't look so good through the package. They did sprout though, so maybe I should throw them all away, but I mean, they have really good roots on them, so it's just the seed cap that's kind of moldy looking, not the root. The roots look good. Get it to focus on that. See, the fuzzy white root looks fine, but the caps to the seed are a little green. Not appealing, but we're gonna see if they grow and give us some peppers. Okay, so that was only 10 these seeds. I can't remember how many I wanted to plant of these. I think 12 to 15 plants is what I wanted to do of the shishitos. So again, I'm hoping that the ones from the seed packet will germinate and I can plant those later. Now, labeling these is going to be a little bit different because I only have one seed in this row. So I've got this seed here, but these other two aren't, so I'm going to label them a little bit differently. Oh, I just noticed that the tray these are all sitting in is cracked, so I'm not going to be able to bottom water these in this tray, so I'll have to find a different tray to stick them in. These pots and trays, I'm probably on year 4, maybe, for the oldest ones, and they're just like cheap things from the big box store. They're not heavy duty in any sort of way, but I would love to upgrade at some point, but this is not the year for that. So I'm going to write Shishito and then leave blank spots for what's in the other 2 cells later. Now to start some more seeds. I kind of envisioned that this whole thing was going to be peppers, but I didn't get as many to germinate as I wanted to, so we are going to put some lettuce in here. Got lots of different kinds of lettuce to choose from. Got red ruby leaf, Marvel of 4 Seasons. This one seems to take longer to bolt. Grand Rapids leaf lettuce. Oh, it's yummy. Butter Crunch, this one's a new one for me this year. This is arugula. I don't think I need to start arugula yet. Paris Island Cos Romaine. This, I've grown this a lot, but it hasn't grown well for me, but it tastes really good when it does grow. Black-seeded Simpson, that one grows really well. The Bib Butterhead. Tango Leaf, that's a new one. And Slow Bolt is a new one. So I've got all these. These are the ones that are open. So I'll probably start with these. So this is a Burpee 4 Seasons. I think it's the same as the Marble one. Tango Red Leaf. I've grown Tango Red Leaf before, but I haven't grown this Ruby Red Leaf before. That one's new. This one is really pretty, and it tastes pretty good too, and it grew pretty well. This one is a salad bowl mix, so it's just a mix of different lettuces. It doesn't say what kind is in here, just different. There's an open package of the romaine and an open package of the black-seeded Simpson. So I'm going to start with those. And I've also got something I got from my sister. It's a farmer's market blend, more Grand Rapids, and a little bit more black-seeded Simpson. I'm not going to start all the lettuce I'd like to start now, because I want to stagger it throughout the season so we can have lettuce the whole time. And I plan to plant most of my lettuce in a green stalk planter this year. It's my first time having a green stalk planter, and I thought it would be a good thing to have lettuce growing in that. If you don't know what that is, it's like a tower system. I'm putting several seeds in each of these holes. So I've got 2.5 rows of the black-seeded Simpson, 2 rows of Paris Island romaine. Then I need more seed trays. I'll get another seed tray ready and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I went ahead and planted 2 rows of Grand Rapids, 2 rows of Tango Red Leaf, and 2 rows of the Burpee's 4 Seasons lettuce. And now I'm going to get started on my herbs. I've got thyme, parsley, sage, and spearmint. 3 of those are going to be perennials for me. The parsley is not. So I've got thyme that my sister gave me, as well as some burpee thyme that I bought. I'm gonna plant all of it, I guess. Here we go. These are teeny tiny seeds. As you can see, look how teeny tiny they are inside of the bag. So just gonna sprinkle them on there. I'm not sure how long I've had these seeds, how old they are. So I'm just gonna plant all of them in one cell and we'll see how they do. I grew thyme last year for the first time in my garden, and it did grow, but very, very slowly. Like, I didn't get to harvest any or use any. Like, that's how slowly it grew. So I'm going to plant quite a few of them. I'm going to go ahead and do 6 cells of these, with quite a few seeds each. I'm going to do 2 kinds of parsley. I've got burpee, parsley plain or single Italian. Then I have M.I. Gardner's dark green flat leaf parsley. And I'm going to plant a lot of parsley because I'd like to harvest a lot of parsley. I use that in cooking all the time. And I've grown parsley a couple years, but it doesn't seem to grow a lot for me. It doesn't grow as fast or as much as I would like it to. It's not in the past, so I'm gonna plant more plants than usual. I'm going to try this other kind to see if I like it better. The seeds of these look a little bit smaller. I put quite a few of those in each cell. Now I'm going to do sage, burpee broadleaf sage. Some of these I just didn't think about buying seeds because I think I bought seeds. I might have bought the seeds before I knew we were moving for sure. Some of them I definitely bought afterwards, but there's only 2 seeds left in that. And I didn't think about getting perennials because I already had them growing in my garden, so I wasn't thinking that, oh, that's something I need. But we did move, so now I don't have any of that growing. I don't have the different perennials. And then I'm gonna do some spearmint. And this will definitely get grown in a pot. This and the oregano. I have oregano somewhere. Ah, it's in my purse. The oregano is in my purse, so I'm not going to start that today just because these are the last seeds I would like to start. It's actually the end of the day. I've already put my youngest kid to bed. Oh, there's not very many seeds in here. They do smell a little minty. That's cool. Which, it's okay, there's not a lot of seeds. I don't need a lot of mint plants. It will multiply and spread all on its own. So, just need to get it started. And I will have it forever. And I've just got to get these buried and labeled. And we'll move on to the next step, which will be putting some sand on the top of these. I don't think I'm going to put the sand on top of the thyme just because the seeds are so itty bitty. Maybe I will, and I just won't cover them up with dirt also. See, I put this in the same flat as my leeks and onions. Let's see, I already put some sand on the top of those. And I didn't go buy new sand or anything. I just went outside and found a sandy spot and got some sand. There's a pile of sand near our fire pit. And then there's just different areas around. They're just really sandy in the yard and in the driveway. So I just got some sand from the yard. There's like little rocks in it, so I'm just dropping those off to the side. I'm all done for today, except making sure my timer is set for my grow lights because the leeks did pop up over the soil. I noticed this morning. I had the grow lights on for a while before I came down and added the sand and then started all this seed starting stuff today. So I've got to get the lights on a timer so that the leeks will have adequate amount of light. And then the onion should be popping up soon. And thank you for hanging out with me today while I started all of these peppers and lettuces and herbs. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.